Good evening, everyone. We are here for another. Everyone, please switch on your videos. We are going live. Good evening, everyone. So here we are for the session number 22 on NEP series 2020. The topic for today is brain development activities and goals. So I welcome you all for another astounding session with esteemed panelists on the board today. And let us go travel in the journey of what is there in the brain development activities and goals. So before I start my session, I would like to call Mr. R.P. Dwivedi, sir. Are you there, sir? R.P. Dwivedi, sir, are you there? I think sir hasn't joined yet. So I go forward to my second speaker, that is Purnima Mohite ma'am. Please take the spotlight and please come on the stage and take the lead forward for the brain activities, development and goals. What is there to hear today? Welcome, ma'am. Purnima ma'am.
Okay, good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My topic is child development. Okay, development of the child. So, ma'am, can you please make me host so that I can share?
Yeah, before you show your PPT, I would like to introduce you first. She belongs to South India, married to a Maharashtrian. Her qualification is BSc BA. She started her experience 12 years back. Started career as a transaction processing executive at Global Telesystem Limited. Worked for 3 years, learned many more technical knowledge in computers. After marriage, she quit the job. She rejoined as a teacher in pre-primary school. That was a drastic change from technology to teaching. Wow. After 1 year, she joined at a CBSE school at Pune. She always tried to use different teaching methods, always tried to keep her students busy, always enters the classroom with a big smile as she is over here. Feel proud to be a teacher. When students say you are the best teacher, she feels as if she has earned everything in her life, and that is the best reward one can earn. Recently, she received the Best Teacher Award for Teachers Day from EduDrone topic Inspiring to Inspiring. And you're going to be aspiring to inspiring also. Conducting in-house training as a trainer for teachers on different topics like pedagogy, happy classroom, NEP 2020. And she loves to dance and sing. And that is what she is going to speak on brain development activities and goals. Welcome, ma'am, on board.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for the introduction. Ma'am, can I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, my topic is child development activities, care-driven initiatives, and educational goals. In the education field, first thing is the development, ma'am, and it is all related to the child because education is related to the students, children, everyone, and until and unless they develop, we cannot do anything. So it is the first task of each and every teacher to develop the child's education. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yes.
So what are the first, I want to explain what teachers should take the initiate in the development of the child. So teacher's role in the child development. Always allow students to experience the given topic. Whatever topic we are giving to the students, I think they should experience that particular topic. If I'm talking about any of the topic, like related to my story, if I'm talking about an imaginary world, so the student should experience that he is in the imaginary world of that particular story. Then only the students will learn that what they are going, if they experience everything. So create such an environment in the classroom so that the child should never get bored and he should go in that imaginary world and understand it. So let students prepare and present it. And before, whenever we start a new topic, we should ask the students to read the story and try to prepare something, so that if I ask you any questions, you should be able to present in front of the class. So always we should tell the students to prepare yourself. Allow students to speak more and more. In each and every classroom, mostly the teachers are speaking continuously. But I think we should allow students to speak more, because they are the learners. What we are saying is the correct, but the students are the learners. So we should give them time to speak more and more. Always we should allow the students to speak more and more. Explain them the importance of communication skills in future. So each and every time we should always encourage the students about the communication skills, because if there is no communication skill, the future will be like a little bit difficult for them. Even if they go for a small interview session, the communication is very important over there. Until and unless, if the depends upon the communication how they speak, no one will ask immediately a mark sheet. First they see how you speak, what are your talent, everything, the communication, how you're going to talk in front of others, everything is seen. So always we have to encourage the students about the communication skills. And make groups, allow them to discuss and prepare, present in front of the class. I think we should make the students group, a bunch of groups in which all types of students should be there, like a weak student, a slow learner, a very clever student, an intelligent, all types of, a bunch of, like fruits, how we have to keep a bunch of students. Then we can tell all the students to cooperate with each other and present something in front of the class, so that a good learner, what he will always, he will encourage the slow learner that we are going to present and we should be the best in front of everyone. So even the slow learner will get a chance to present himself, so he will be not hesitated. Otherwise, if I call him alone, he will hesitate in front of the
You're mute, ma'am. Indira ma'am, please mute yourself. Indira ma'am, kindly mute yourself, please. There is a session on. Please mute yourself.
Good evening.
Please mute yourself, ma'am. Session is on. Purnima ma'am, continue, please.
Okay, ma'am. So always have to make the group of students. The slow learners will always stand in front, and they have the capacity to tell something in front of everyone. Because when we call them alone, they are little bit hesitated. They are little bit shy to speak in front of everyone. When we call in group, they will tell frankly, and the good learner will always encourage him that our group should be a winner. So you tell whatever you know, you have to express yourself. So why always students should listen to the teacher? Even teacher should listen to the students, because always teachers should say and the students should listen. That is not a proper way of teaching. So whenever, if I am giving chance to a student, I have to listen him. If he want to tell something, we have to give them chance to tell. And then we have to listen it carefully, the particular child, what he wants to say. And appreciate the students for their work. If possible, give them value, doesn't matter. Always gift matters a lot for the children. So whenever any kind of work done by the students, please appreciate in front of the class, so that he will be able to do next time. He will give better than the next time. And give a small token of love, any small gift. The child doesn't see the value of that particular gift. He is always happy of the gift. So children are always, they are very, if they are appreciated, they tell everyone that I got gift from my teacher. So we have to at least appreciate and give them small token of love for the students. Now, role plays are very important. Whenever you're going to teach any of the topic, please try to conduct a role play, because when they conduct the role play, they will involve in that particular story, and they just think that I'm that particular character, and they will explain themselves very nicely. So always, whenever I'm teaching, if I'm teaching English subject, if I got any particular chapter, so I have to provide all the students that same group. I can tell that you can become this character, you can take this character, so that everyone will just involve in that topic and they think themselves as a character of that story. So the development of the students will be very nicely, because they are participating as a character, and the story will be fully understand, and they will never forget that particular story because they have participated in that story. So debate by giving them a common topic. Always give them a debate topics, like a common topic which is now going on. Should we allow the mobiles to the students or not? Or should the student come to school with a tab or not? The basic topics. So we can just grasp whatever we want from the students. When they start the debate, they will tell their own words, what they want to express in front of the teachers. So in a debate session, we can allow the students to speak and understand what they are thinking. So that session will be a good way to take out the real words from the students, I think. Now next, always be with students and encourage them. Whenever a student in participating any of the activity, it may be a dance activity, it may be a rally related to any of the topic. So always be with them and support them and encourage them, so that they should be not stand at any like fear and all. They should have the daring to do each and every activities. If a slow learner is not doing well in the academics, let him do well in the activities. So sports activities are conducted for them, any different activities are conducted. Always be with them. In a dance activity, if a child is good in dance, we should always encourage that particular child to do whatever he likes. So be a part of the participation. Always we should be the part with them to participate in that particular activities. Allow them to do the presentations. Let them speak in front of the audience. Let them present themselves in a good way. So always encourage them. In the new structure under the NEP, for the first time, early childhood care and education has been considered from age 3 onwards. NEP focuses on children's physical and motor, cognitive, social, emotional, ethical, cultural, artistic, communication and early language, literacy and numeracy, development skill. So this time, a very young age of 3 years, the NEP has told that in a very young age, the child should be educated very nicely. So we have to conduct the activity-based learning for the from 3 years up to the 5th, like minor pre-primary section. We have to give the activity-based learning. We should not give them the writing work all the time. We should not tell them to read and read, but we should take together. We should sit around them, put the things in front of them, let them face the things, let them touch it, feel it. Then only they can understand the proper thing. If I'm explaining as a pre-primary teacher also, if anyone is explaining them the fruits, please try to keep the real fruits in front of them. And we can ask the students, take your favorite fruit and let them catch that fruit and name it. So that will be an activity for them. They will learn as well as they will enjoy the activity. So these all things we can do in the classroom. Bring the vegetables in the classroom, let them involve in that and let them select the vegetables and name them. So these all activities we have to do. Like as per NEP, we should not give them heavy bags for the pre-primary section. So bagless is very nice idea, because a teacher can bring the material to teach the students. Not always the student should bring the material, books, pencil, everything. Why not a teacher can bring a regular anything, a teaching aid, a well and good teaching aid, and express it, keep in front of the students, because students always see, they like the visual things. Because nowadays students never like only the listening. They have to see it. When they see, when they touch it, when they feel it, then only they will enjoy the classroom. So NEP, that's why it is saying that in a very early age only, we have to develop the student's mind also. Now, presentations are very important. When a student give a presentation, it will always keep in mind that I have given the presentation. He may never forget it in his whole lifetime. So each and every child should get a presentation like chance. So always give a chance one by one. Like roll number wise also we can select the students. This roll number this year, this time, this week, these students will present. In the next week, I'm going to give the chance for the next roll number, so that in a whole year we have to cover all the students. So subjects wise we can do the activities so that each and every child should get the like chance to give the presentations. Now experience is very important. As I told you, whenever I'm teaching, I have to make the students to experience that particular topic. So that's why experiential learning is very important. So if I'm talking about the nature, I can take at least for 10 minutes outside the classroom. Let them first enjoy the nature. Let them see all around them. Then we can come back to the class and then we can start the topic. Then the child will feel that, oh, that's ma'am, I have seen just now over there. The child will be very happy to give the answers. So these all things we can do in the classroom. Participation is very important. Whenever I'm teaching, I ask the student, you can tell me what happens next. If I'm taking an English story, I'll ask students to predict the story. Chalo, you can tell me that what will happen the next. So the participation of the students is very important because they are getting bored sitting at one place. So we should allow them to participate in the story so that they should not feel bored. Always the classroom should be a happy classroom. Then only the students will be like interested in each and every subject. Now, after the participation, don't forget to appreciate the child. So tell the child that very good beta, you have done very nicely, so that the child will be encouraged and next time he will be better. He will tell that at home also, he will always tell that my teacher has appreciated me today. Mama, I'm going to learn and go next day, so that he will prepare well and come in the next day to give the answers. So this is the very important aspect of the teaching, that we should always appreciate the child. Now, in the new structure under the NEP, for the first time, early childhood care and education has been considered from 3 years onward. NEP focuses on the child physical and motor, cognitive, social, emotional, ethical, cultural, artistic, communication, early language, literacy, numeracy, and development skill. Now, creativity is very important. Now, give the chance of the students to create something. So whenever I'm giving a topic, whenever I'm teaching, starting a new topic, I ask them to, the students, then create any of the thing, whatever you think which is suitable for this chapter. So some may bring the model, some may make the drawings, or some may just make the paperwork, puppets, all these things, and they will present in front of the class. There we can judge the creativity of a particular child, that he is good in what thing. He is best in the drawing. We can present in the class and we can tell that he is the best artist. So we can appreciate in that form. If a child makes a nice model, we will come to know that how the child has made a super model. We can explain that this, whatever he has used, he will just present in front of the class. So creativity is very important. So always give a particular topic to the students before starting any of the chapters, so that the student will involve and make new things and present in front of the class. Campaign to aware nearby communities. Always keep a short campaigns for the students. Like if anything, like if I'm talking about a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, try to take the students outside, let them see the communities, let them observe everything and understand the value of Swachh Bharat, why we are doing this activity. Because many where they are the, like many dustbins are not there, where all are littering here and there the waste. So it should be clean. So let them observe by their own way. So just take a short rally in nearby communities, let them observe it. After that, they will just understand the importance of Swachh Bharat. After that, they can also aware their neighborings, that we went to the rally, we saw very like places were dirty, many people are littering here by there, all the garbage and all. So we should clean it, our responsibility as a citizen. So we have to explain the importance. Now, interview session. We can ask the students as an interview session. Recently in my school also, I have conducted the interview session. I asked the students to just collect the information about the famous personalities related to artificial intelligence. So the students have prepared in such a good way that they became many like Elon Musk, the CEO of Google, and different. They have searched by themselves. One of my child became Sophia the robot. Is a robotic girl. She gave very nice answer, and the front person was acting as a real journalist. The journalism was out from them. So I gave chance to 15 to 20 students to participate in the activity. So these are few images, ma'am, you can see here. They were just involved in the this one interview session, and this gave very nice answer. They prepared themselves, ma'am. 20 questions they searched, they prepared the whole PPT, they present in front of the session, and they were very like frankly speaking. It was a very nice to see the interview session. Here, the students' communication skills will improve, ma'am. So here, in the next time also, they will try to take out some self, and they will present in front of the all the classes. I told them next time I'll ask you to present in front of the higher classes. Like this time they are presented in their own class. I asked them that next time I'll give chance to present in front of the 10th standard. So they will prepare more so that the seniors would see them how they are presenting themselves. So this is one of the development activity for the children to take the participate in the interview sessions. Provide children with strategies that help them develop the emotional, social, and cognitive skills needed to become lifelong learners. Always give examples related to the real life. Whenever I am teaching, whenever you are giving the basic examples with any of the topic, try to give the real life examples. So the children should understand the emotional. Like in future, if any situation comes, any of the difficult situation, he should remember the classroom that this example was given by my teacher so that I can handle this difficult situation. It is not very difficult for me. That's why the children always, we should give the real life examples to the students so that they should always be aware of the difficult situation, what they are going to face in future. If any difficult situation comes, they should never stop. So that's why always we should give them a real life examples. Now develop a eye-hand coordination and motor skill, stacking toys, shape sorter, activity links, gym, founding toys, lacing toys, and folder. In a very pre-primary section, we can give eye-hand coordination. We can just give, like I gave the example of bringing the real vegetables, fruits in the same way. We can give them clay to just tell them, okay, this is the shape of this fruit. Can you make it better? We can give the chance to all the students. Let them make their own favorite fruits, vegetables, everything. So these all things we can give to the students. It will be an activity as well as they are learning the different types of fruits, vegetable, everything. Now thinking and creative skill, Legos, building blocks, art materials, Play-Doh, gears, puppets, and dress-ups or props. We can give them, like if I am explaining about different states, so I can ask them to dress up in that particular state's traditional dress. So they will come and present, and just ask them to take out few lines about that particular state, their favorite food of that state, like whatever famous over there, the traditional dance of that particular state, so that the child will come in that traditional dress and she may perform something in front of the class. Or ask them to bring the food of that. Like if I'm if I'm representing Maharashtra, I can ask them to bring Puran Poli and all. They can bring in front of the class and they can just represent the Maharashtra state. They can put the dress as Lavani or whatever Kasta, Sadi and all. They can present whole state in the classroom. So these things will be like, it is a visual effect for them. So these all things they will never forget. If they go to the higher classes also, they will tell that, in that class, this child was wearing that dress. Everything they will remember. So this is very important for the students. They can bring different props also. So before starting any of the science lesson, any of the mathematics also, so always ask the students or try to bring the props in front of the class. So that if I am going to start a triangle chapter like geometry, so they can bring any thing related like shape of the triangle. Let them bring and present rectangle shape, they can bring by themselves. Before one day we can explain them in a simple way. The next day we can ask them to bring any of the thing. Do you think that it is like a rectangle? So next day they will bring and just present in front of the class. Now, social skill activities. Use visuals, posters. Always try to teach them in a smart class, and try to use the posters also. Students like everything. Like in our period, where we were just sitting in front of the class and teachers were just continuously teaching, and we were listening to it. But nowadays, students are smarter than the teacher. They just search one day before everything related to the topic, and they want more and more because they are seeing the videos, they are watching everything. Now they want more, they are having more expectations from the teachers. So we should be smarter than that, because we are the migrants. Students are already in the technical world. They are living in the technical world, but we are still migrating in that. So we should be learn more and more to become smarter than them. So always try to take the smart classroom and just show them the videos and then start teaching, so that they should enjoy it and they will learn. And if it is a lower class, up to 5th, 6th standard, we can show them the animated series. Not real one, but we can at least show them a whole chapter animated way, so that they will enjoy it. Is because it is a colorful way. They will see the cartoonist, because till 5th standard, they are still in the cartoon world. So they will enjoy the topic. After that, a little bit break, take a break, and then start teaching, and then again show the clip. Then we can do this, so that the students will enjoy the whole classroom. 40 minutes, they will never go outside, because always the students' mind will move in different directions. If little bit also bored they feel, they will immediately go out of the classroom. Their brain will not in the class. That's why always keep them busy. So that whole 40 minutes, I should teach them in a very proper way, and they should get something from me. Now sing songs, give them chance to, after the last periods, we can give them chance to just prove their talent. If we want to present their talent, if anyone is good in singing, we can allow the child just sing the song, whatever favorite song. Let them draw themselves. If anyone is good in drawing, allow them to drawing on the board, so that he will show his talent in front of the whole class. So in future, it will help him as a very confident. He will become little bit confident, because when they present in front of the whole class, they will be having a confidence in them. So play something indoor games with them. If they are feeling very bored, they always encourage the class teacher, from morning we are learning, this is last period, teacher please take for PT, teacher please can we play this game. So involve with the students always, and let them play, allow them to play the indoor games at least for 40 minutes. Once in a week we can do this, so that a child should never feel bored in the last period. So he will be happy that teacher allow us to play game in the class also. So active listening should be always there. Following directions, we should always help tell them that okay, I will listen to you, but first thing, the rule you have to explain. Okay, I will give you a time, you can play, but the first rule is there will be no noise, because the other class should not face any problem because of you. Then only I can give a chance to you, so the children will see. So whenever we are going to start any of the thing, first give them the rule, so they should learn the rules also. So here we can apply rule as well as the playing games. So both we can think. And making eye contact with the students, whatever they are doing, always keep an eye contact with the student, so that they should think that, oh, teacher is observing us. So this thing always should be there in their mind, that the teacher is always observing us. Now, goals for children for development: interact and get along socially with peers, develop strong, good self-concept, which will hold well in elementary school years, be happy with school ideas and new friends, develop a self-control, become aware of other feelings, cope up with stressful situations, develop a physical skills. Always we should explain the students to cope up with a difficult situation. So always try to take a session to explain the students to face the difficult situation. So it should be not there in their future, but always we should tell the students that if any by unfortunately, if you face any of the difficult situation, you should be able to face that. You should cope up with that particular situation. So we should always explain them, and always explain them peer teaching. So there should be a peer teaching among the students. They should always encourage each other. So this is the very important thing for the students. Self control should be there in the students, and they should understand the feelings of each and every one. So these all things it may develop themselves as a good student, and in future as a good citizen also. So physical skill also, always encourage them for the physical skills also. Now online and offline activities. Now as I told you that we can ask the students for the bring the any of the activity props. So during my online session, I asked the students, so tomorrow we are going to start an English chapter with these are the characters. One of my child made the finger puppets, and she just presented in front of the class. It was an online session during the COVID period. The students were very happy to present themselves. So they made the characters finger puppets, and she presented in front of the class. This is this character. This is the particular character. So he is going to do this act. And everything was explained on the fingers itself. So it was one of the nice session. And as I told you, the states presenting themselves in a particular state, representing a state. So these were few of the activities where I took the particular states. So they became the Tripura, Assam, different states, like 7 sisters are there. So all the 7 sisters, all 7 students dress up themselves in that particular state, and they just presented in front of the class. So always my motto is a simple thing, that never say the student that you can't. Always say the student you can. So this will be help them in the future. So always the students will be thinking this motto that I can. Never tell the students you can't, but aap nahi kar sakte ho. Always tell the students you can. Okay, ma'am. Thank you. This was my...
You can close the slideshow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Excellent. You have actually totally demonstrated the real world learning. And that is what is needed now at this current stage after the pandemic. Because initially we were just teaching children about the fantasy world. So how are they going to relate themselves in that kind of a real world? So beautifully you have shared the pictures of your real life learning, the activities, and what are the goals in the mind and everything. So before I go to the next speaker, I would like to ask you one question. All the activities that you showed and all the real life learning that you showed, do you think in all these things, are there any 21st century life skills that are being developed, and what are they?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, 21st century life skill, as I told you, that presenting themselves is first point, because until and unless they present themselves, they can't do anything. And about communication skills, I told that that is not up to the student part. It will help them in the future also. So as they become, then they go out of the school, out of the college, then the world they see, they have to face everything. So communication skill is very important. So we can explain them soft skills and how to communicate, how to even not only the communication skills, and even the helping hands should be there, so that in future also they should not face the difficult situations. They should ready to just handle with those situations, ma'am. That will help in the future also.
Yeah, and are you teaching in English school, English medium?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because your English delivery is very excellent. The way you are delivering each and every aspect of the demonstration and everything. And I truly agree with you that presentation skills are most important. The way the child presents himself and herself. That
Yes.
is more needed now, because we always try to cover the other kinds of 21st century skills. But what is the main thing is communication, listening, and presentation skills. So thank you
Yes.
so much for beautifully narrating and demonstrating all the real life examples through your PPT and through your words. It has really flown out into our system now. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
yeah, I would like to call my second speaker, that is respected Irene Bipa ma'am. Please take the stage and privileged to hear from you. What are the brain development activities here? Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, so glad being here with you today. Okay, now I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Child development activities in Albania. Can you see it, my screen?
Yes,
Is
yes,
visible?
yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you. Thank you. Young generations are those who make lives livelier and happier, who design the future and make the change, the ones with full hope and enthusiasm to go further and make the impossible possible. As every country of Europe, Asia, or America, Albania as well is surrounded by very fruitful young ladies and gentlemen. Youth development in Albania. After school activities in Albania vary widely depending on factors including age, background, and the community of participating youth. Research on after-school programming finds that the most effective activities adapt to individual and small groups' needs. Furthermore, programming should be as engaging as possible, incorporating hands-on activities and connecting with students' interests and experiences. Different types of after-school activities in our school include academics. For example, these types of activities are intended to build on and enhance students' learning outside class time. They can take the form of more traditional instruction, complete with assessment or more interactive activities intended to actively engage youth. These activities should be well aligned with what students are learning during the school day. These could be summer learning programs, reading or math after school enrichment. Here, the Ministry of Education provides strategies for connecting after school activities to the school day activities. These programs have activities that are built on promoting specific skills related to a specialty topic such as sports, arts, science and technology, youth development, and more. Typical program activities provided include soccer, drama, videography, poetry, coding, homework help, arts and craft activities. These activities are provided by content experts and lead to specific outcomes in terms of young people gaining specialized skills. Community service projects provide an enriching experience for youth as they connect them to their community and instill feelings of empowerment. Furthermore, these activities can provide valuable work experience, particularly for youth for disadvantaged backgrounds. Field trips. Field trips are an exciting way to enrich a child's life outside of the normal classroom environment. No? They can include trips to museums, parks, zoos, aquariums, or any other local attraction that youth might find engaging and interesting. Another one, physical activity and nutrition. After-school programs are in a unique position to improve youth health outcomes, as they often serve population most at risk for adverse health outcomes and occur at a time of day when many youth are traditionally inactive. Such activities can help youth make better nutritional decisions and promote physical activity while increasing self-confidence and emotional well-being. That's all by me today. Thank you for listening to me. Always, it's a pleasure being here with you. Thank you so much.
Amazing, ma'am. Amazing. You covered the different side of the beyond the classroom learnings, the extracurricular activities, the field trips, and that is much more needed now as per the NEP 20 policy that we are talking about. And we need to inculcate more of the field trip of learning side. Take children to the outer world, expose them what is happening outside, what is the real world like. And the beauty of this IDYM sessions is that this is the cultural connection of all the educators across the seas collaborating together with what kind of learning and teaching system prevails in their area of learning and in our area of learning. So thank you so much, ma'am, for highlighting the issues which I think Purnima ma'am has missed. So no wonder each and every educator is going to reveal their own side of awesome and wonderful experiences. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So I would like to call my third speaker. That is R.P. Dwivedi, sir. Are you there? Is R.P. Dwivedi, sir, there? I think he's not there. So we will proceed to Mr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir. Please take the platform. It's all yours. Share your experiences, your ideas, your development goals, what is needed, what is missing. Let us fix the missing puzzle, sir. Please come.
Yes. Thank you very much. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you with respect to international standard, as there is a different times to all the countries. And it is our privilege, and I would like to thanks to IDYM Foundation, a great platform where the ideas and different topics they have covered. And today's topics is very good. It is the child development activities, their care, their goals, and similarly how to motivate the child. What should be the development rules and regulations? It is very important, and we can say child is our future. It is the new generation. Whatever the today is existing and what will be the future, it is depend on this. That is the main theme. So as we know that sustainable development goals and whatever the development we want, it's totally depend on the future generation. And child is the base of all. And that is of in future 100 years or 200 years. If one child is on a good condition, if we are giving a good goal setting, it means that that child will be the base of all around thousands of years, because that child will again regain, and again we can say make a better child for the future. So yes, the child development, the child goal setting is very important. I would not repeat the whatever the earlier speaker has speak. I will focus on how to develop a child goals, because the goal settings and these goals were missing from the speakers. So I will focus on that goals. Now I have made the PPT with all, but the PPT for that is not now we can say important for that. So please listen that to provide a children with a strategies. We must strategies. However, the child from we can say up to 8 years, they are flexible, they are diversified, and we have to take all their naughtiness, we have to cover all their intelligence question, we have to cover all their creativity, we have to all cover their whatever the foolishness they have. But but however, we know that they are foolish because of our standard. But that foolishness may be better for the if we divert that foolishness or naughtiness into a creative manner. And if you see, our experience, your experience, if you feel, it just a 2 second, if you feel that when we were in the child stage, and if you remember your old stage, your old, whatever the activities you have done in the past. So if you will give a platform, if you were have this such type of platform, and similarly someone has to guide your creativity or your foolishness in a positive direction, that your whatever the struggle and whatever the stress you have faced, that will be vanished. That was vanished. And whatever the, we can say, the effort you had, that effort or struggle were not just like whatever at present you are just facing. So it means that the, we can say, the child care activities and child development requires a goal setting. How to turn up, how to, we can say, we have to recreate, reshape their whatever they are doing, whatever they are, whatever the in their mind. So we should not suppress their, we should not suppress their creativity, we should not depress their whatever they want to do. Just to take it, yes, what you want to do it. In this 45 minutes, in this 30 minutes, you do it. This is the best class. Now what you want to say, just come. What is in your mind regarding maths? What is in your mind regarding social science? What is in your mind regarding English? So whatever it means, then you will get what is the base of the child, what is the, we can say, the total depth of the child, and how that child can convert it into a suitable form. And every child is innocent, every child is very fulfilled with the pleasure, with the creativity, with all strength. The child has very much strength, much power, much energy. We can say a full high voltage power in a child. And if we convert that whatever the energy in a suitable form, then we can say a child is a better energy generator than a younger ones. So because our energy is decreasing when our age is increasing, and but mentality, yes, mindness, powerness, we can say the logical thinking, the reasoning, it may increases when our age increases, but it only is because of whatever the standard we have created. According to that standard, we are converting our effort, we are converting our skills to the suitable form and whatever we have. But with respect to child, if we are giving a good goal setting in the form that what we want to pull out the whatever in the mind of the child, then we will get a good solutions of all the problems. If most of the sociologists, if you say, and most of the, we can say, the scientists, and similarly we can say the happiness person, we can say whatever the we want from after the depression, then if you see the child face, and if you ask us whatever a question in your mind, that a child gives a better we can say solutions. Just so when just you exercise this when you were depressed or in your whatever in your mind, and you doesn't you are not getting any solution, just put a question in front of child, this is the problem and I am not getting this. If you have developed in your child with a creativity, then that child will give a better solution. It is the research, and it is the, we can say, 100% tested method. So to provide the children with the strategies that have them developed to emotional, social, and cognitive skills needed to become the lifelong learners. Similarly, if we say, what are the key objectives for those for early childhood educator? So building the trust with your new little students, helping the kids make friends and work together, work on fine on the maths skill, and helping the kids build self-confidence and independence. Make your child independent. Make your child with self-confidence. Don't say it is the, we can say, a bad method by the mothers that always come to protest their children. always come to help their children. You want water, just giving the water on that. No, just to say, go take the water from the kitchen or where the water bag is there, and just take this glass from that, and whatever you want, you do it. Similarly, bags, whatever the bag they have, whatever the shoes, and whatever means dressing and all, toothpaste, all this, all this bathing, and this, just give them the freedom to do this. So what they will learn, not learn, just they will get a, we can say, a exercise of their mind. And then because we know, when we were in the child, we have played with the sand, we have played with the bricks, we have played with the mud also, and by that mud and this, all this, we have got the so many lessons, so many knowledge from the that mud, that sand, that whatever the dirty we can say the garbage is there. So what, and similarly now our child is now in a fresh air, in a cleanliness house and all this, but there we can say the logical power is lesser than what we were with. So we have to, what we have to give them a natural, a natural gaming, a natural, we can say, to do a work, whatever the daily routine we have to give up them, just do it. And that requires, that parenting requires, parenting doesn't mean that always gives in on their head. Parenting means just to see, supervise the child what they are doing, and if they are doing some foolish or whatever the wrong mistakes, then guide them. You do this, not this, do and don't, like this, but not just give, or we can say to protect. No. So similarly, if we come to the next step of a SMART goals, that is a specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant, SMART. So if you see the SMART goals, that is a specific. Specific means a technique, what you want for the child, because there are, I have said, the child has this so many power, and similarly so many questions, so many creativities. But how to, we can say, reshape your child's in a 24 hours, because the child has to play a game, child has to attend a school, child has to also similarly whatever the works, homeworks and all this, but and also give a time to the family base, whatever we have the interaction with the child. But that should be a specific and measurable. Means up to 30 minutes you have to do this, so do it. Up to 5 minutes you have to do this, like this. And similarly, with a mother also, with a father also, up to 5 minutes you have to we can say spend your time with this 5 minutes with mother, and again rejoin your work. So what the measurable, this is called a specific, measurable, and attainable. So what a child will get, a good a good response, getting a good, we can say, the love and affection with their mother, with their father. And after the 5 minutes, what, then again regain to their work. Then again what they will get, the interest in there, they will get the interest for that work. And if those who are not following such methods, what happens, always in the mind, some games is on the mind of the child, and we force that just you read this, you have the taste, you please focus on the study and what. But if you follow that specific SMART method, then you will get a good result. Similarly, we can say what the teacher should do, how to we can say to develop a goals. That is depends on the retention. It depends on the professional development. It also depends on the whatever the you have the daycare positions you have. So that positions will also increase your creativity. And similarly, if you want to give what work we should give to the child, so memorizing the multiplication table, advance in a reading level, learning how to ride a bike, similarly, how to get organized, how to play an instrument, learning a new language. Such type of work we can give to the child so that they can become a strength with the development activities. Similarly, some personal goals we should give to the child. Base, find a career that you love. Similarly, find an expert or leader in your field. Then go for a walk every day. Similarly, become a better listener. When a child has the age of 5 years, so what we have to do, just send them to buy some whatever the product from the we can say kirana shop or whatever the nearby we have the shop for the different daily routines, which product we want. So what they will learn, they will learn the rupees, they will learn how to calculate, they will learn the buying and selling capacities. So what they will, they now again they have so many questions, hundred of questions. So if such type of hundred of questions, they will get a solution that yes, it may be this type of techniques, maybe we can do by this method also, be by this method also. So these are the, we can say, the short-term goals and long-term goals we have to set for a child. Similarly, just to wash a car, just to put a pot of a water like this for whatever the daily work we have, just to go for a green plantation, based on a green plantation, just to grow a green plant. Similarly, to make a child, just to make a food, a small food by whatever that, like a sandwich, or just cut a we have that green vegetables. So what that child will learn, that it is not a work, it is just, we can say, to pull out their creativities in their mind. So these are some methods and goals on which we can have. And similarly, these are the personal also, and some are the, we can say, familiar also, and professional goals. Professional goals means just to give the target to a child that you have to you have to complete your homework in 1 hour, whatever the homework you have. So what what they will learn, they will learn that the speed, the fastness, and similarly the writing skills, how can we write a fast and a good writing, good whatever the writing we should have. So what happened on 21, it is my personal experience that when I was 22 years of age, before 20 years, my writing skill was very weak, means not fast as just like. But when I have prepared for the Indian Administrative Services, and as we know that there are so many studies for that IAS and this, so I don't like to study most of the, we can say, the books and all this. What we improve our writing skill, whatever our teacher, whatever they are speaking, I just write whatever mouth to mouth. However, the initial 10 classes, with 10 days, I have just, we can say, that is the leave out of this, the whatever they have speak in the classroom. But after the 15 days, I have got the skill that whatever they are saying from the mouth, I have just write that. Whatever means in a 1 minute they said 60 words, I have prepared my writing skill in 60 words, like that. And then what we say, what skills I have developed in that 22 years, we had not used the 10 books, just writing a notes by whatever they are speaking in the classroom, and then that 10 books is converted into a 1 book. So I am saying that in 22 years, I have got such type of skills. I have developed that skills, but on that the power of my youngness was lesser than the child. If we develop such activities in a child, then a child can also a good writer, a good, we can say, entrepreneur, whatever we are speaking in just this 30 minutes. So like that, we can improve such activities. So not taking so much time, I will just in a few minutes choose an area for improvement, pick an achievable goals, develop a plan to achieve, use the matrices for that, make the course corrections. Similarly, involve the families, involve the celebrations, whatever the celebrations you have, just for we can say recreating, for designing, and in birthday and all whatever. So we have to give child to just recreate whatever we want, so that they will do. Similarly, daily routine plan, whatever the morning routine, daily diet plan, daily whatever the chart we have from 6 to 9 p.m., 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Child must follow that chart. They should maintain, they should develop. And similarly, what we have to do tomorrow, all child must do. So we can develop a good effort, and similarly a good personality will come from the inner part of the child. As you know, the personality has four parts: inner, outer, psychological, and the fourth will be the attitudes. But if we improve the inner soul of a child, then we can say attitude and psychology will automatically change. And the fourth is the outer part, that will also again regain if they become a cultured child. So such type of, we can say, personality may develop. And next will be if with respect to the, we can say, a last a technical goal setting house. So the how we can achieve, that is time based goals, performance based goals, quantitative versus qualitative goals, and outcome versus process oriented goals. However, these are the heavy words, but with respect to childs, I would like to say time based goals means whatever the daily chart we have. Performance based goal means if a child is following such whatever I have said, we have to give the award, we have to give the reward. Yes, you are a good, you are this, we have to give whatever the appraisal, so that the performance based goals we may achieve through a child. And quantitative versus qualitative means quantitative means if a child has completed the 5 work, whatever we have given a task to a child, if he or she completed his or her work, so we have to we can in a data sequence we must say these are the 5 goals, 5 tasks you have done, and these 5 tasks you have done, it's okay. But similarly, for example, for a writing, if writing is good, it is very good, then it means it is a qualitative work. However, you have write the 60 words in a 60 minute, but these 60 words and 60 minutes is a quantitative. But whether it is good or better, your writing is it measurable or not, or it is we can see someone is reading and not getting whatever you have write. So it doesn't mean so quantitative like that. And similarly, outcome versus process oriented. If one child means wash a car, but wash a car is only a process. But what will be the outcome? The whatever the dirtiness on a car, whether it is wiped out or not, whether the car is cleaned or not, just to put a water on a car, so it doesn't it doesn't mean. So this type of outcome versus process oriented goal, quantitative versus qualitative, performance based and time based. If we just follow a rules and also make a child to know about this, then the child will become a good development work, and similarly they will get a good personality also. And lastly, I would like to say that the child is only, we should not we can say measure a child like a very innocent person, but it is a very innovative person. Thank you.
So good, sir. So good. I am trying to recollect the words, what you have spoken, to reframe into my vision. because somewhere I think we have lost the old culture of teaching.
Yes.
We never had technology. Our parents never had mobiles. So we had that kind of a education system ingrained as us to be messy with the sand. Mitti se khelo, sand se khelo, no matter even if your hands are dirty. They wanted our hands to be dirty. That is where the brain development activities take their own shape. आज क्या हो रहा है, आज उनको क्लासरूम में वो पिट बना देते हैं, थोड़ी देर के लिए 10 मिनट लेके जाते हैं, अच्छा बच्चा सैंड से खेल लो, हो गया सैंड प्ले हो गया. एंड इन आवर टाइम वी यूज्ड टू गो टू द बीच, प्ले विद द सैंड फॉर हाफ एन आवर, फॉर 1 आवर. वी यूज्ड टू ब्रिंग, मतलब हम कैसल्स बनाते थे, हिल बनाते थे, एंड दैट इज वेयर ब्रेन डेवलपमेंट हमारा चल रहा था. So you have tried to bring out so beautifully the old culture of teaching that needs to be blended in the current system of technology. इसीलिए हम blended learning कहते हैं. So आज ये कहीं ना कहीं this is lost. We will not say कि completely lost, but yes, it is lost. We are trying to rush the child. जल्दी करो, इतने मार्क्स लाना है, तुमने 12th में जाना है, तुमने 10th में जाना है, और वहाँ क्या हो रहा है, हमारे बच्चे लाइफ स्किल्स नहीं ले पा रहे हैं. So
Yes.
teaching, हम लाइफ स्किल्स की बात कर रहे हैं. यू हैव डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड ईच एंड एवरी लाइफ स्किल जो हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमें डाला है, जो हमारे पेरेंट्स ने हमें बिना टेक्नोलॉजी के डाला है. आज तो टेक्नोलॉजी के भी नहीं हो रहा है. नाउ व्हेन यू कॉल अप समवन, द पर्सन इज सेइंग हम लोग फैमिली गैदरिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, वी आर गोइंग टू अ मॉल फॉर डिनर और लंच, और वहाँ मॉल में क्या दिखता है, फादर इज ऑन हिज मोबाइल, मदर इज ऑन हिज मोबाइल, द चिल्ड्रन आर ऑन देयर मोबाइल, और ये हो रहा है फैमिली गैदरिंग. उसमें क्या हुआ बताइए आप. So that is where the culture learning is missing. हमारे जो roots है, जो हमारे संस्कार है. So I think बहुत लोग IDM के sessions को miss कर रहे हैं. They should keep track of the session. There is so much of learning, so much of in-depth information given from each and every speaker. उनके experiences, उनके visions, उनके goals. That is what I think, Purnima ma'am, you will definitely blend what sir has said and incorporate this into the टीचिंग. सर ने जैसे बोला है उनको ब्लेंड कीजिए, उनको फ्यूज कीजिए कि कैसे आपको ये सारी चीजें डालनी है हमारे पुराने जो टीचिंग मेथड्स से. तो थैंक यू सर, आई एक्सटेंड माय ग्रेटिट्यूड टू यू फॉर दिस. एंड बिफोर गोइंग आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू वन क्वेश्चन सर, दैट इज जब आपने लास्ट के जो 4-5 पॉइंट्स बोले हैं, उन 4 पॉइंट्स के लिए 3-4 पॉइंट में से जस्ट सेंड मी, गिव मी वन एग्जांपल कि वो कैसे कर सकते हैं. हाउ कैन यू डू इट, जो लास्ट में आपने 3-4 पॉइंट्स बोले हैं.
हाँ, जैसे क्वालिटेटिव वर्सेस क्वांटिटेटिव परफॉर्मेंस एंड टाइम बेस्ड इन दिस ऑल. सो वो मैंने आई हैव आल्सो सेट द वन एग्जांपल. जैसे कि टाइम बेस्ड अगर हमें करना है तो टाइम बेस्ड में हमने एक चाइल्ड को काम दिया है कि आपको जो आपकी एक कार है, मान लो कि कार नहीं तो हमने एक बैग दे दिया कि आप जो स्कूल बैग ले जा रहे हो, वॉट एवर द स्कूल बैग यू हैव, जस्ट वॉश इट, है ना. आपकी मदर नहीं धोएगी इसको, क्योंकि चाइल्ड सबसे पहले ये बैग ही गंदे करके लाते हैं रोज, या कभी फेंक दिया, उधर फेंक दिया, या फिर आपकी जो ड्रेस है, आपकी जो यूनिफॉर्म है वो गंदा कर दो. जस्ट गिव टू चाइल्ड कि आप करो इसे, धो इसे, जस्ट वॉश इट. सो व्हाट हैपन कि एक होता है क्वालिटेटिव और क्वांटिटेटिव. क्वालिटेटिव में यह है कि पूरा वाइट हो रहा चाहिए, एंड फॉर ए क्वांटिटेटिव इफ वी से कि यस पहले तो कर दिया, आई हैव जस्ट पुट ऑन द सर्फ एंड व्हाटएवर द हॉट वाटर एंड नाउ उसको फटाफट करके छोड़ दिया. सो दैट इज द क्वालिटेटिव वर्सेस क्वांटिटेटिव. कि इफ वन चाइल्ड कैन वॉश इन अ गुड मैनर और अदर चाइल्ड कांट. सिमिलरली with respect to a performance based, similarly कि whatever they are writing, just writing based from a book, तो बुक से अगर वो लिख रहे हैं तो कितनी देर में लिख रहे हैं. अगर 1 घंटे में अगर वो एक ओनली फॉर ए वीकेंड से, अभी कोरोना में तो ऐसे ही चल रहा था कि वो 1 घंटे में 1 पेज लिखते थे, क्योंकि इतने बोर हो जाते क्लास कर करके कि वो उनकी स्किल्स बहुत खत्म हो गई थी. अब धीरे धीरे स्किल्स बढ़ रही, क्योंकि स्कूल जा रहे हैं तो थोड़ा सा फास्टनेस आ रही है. अब तो इन ए 1 hour हाउ मच दे आर राइट, 2 pages or 4 pages or pages. So these are the performance based. That is the efficiency. Now their efficiency is increasing. So by this we can do it. And similarly, सब जैसे some board games. As today we are we have the games like chess and all, and similarly जो पहले हम खेलते थे कि राजा मंत्री चोर सिपाही, और इसके अलावा वो सांप सीढ़ी वाले गेम होते थे, फिर गोटियों से हम खेलते थे, चूड़ियों को तोड़ के और फिर ऐसे घर बना के, whatever the games we have now today, this all is on the board. तो उस समय चूड़ियां तोड़ने में, उनको कलेक्ट करने में, और जो इमली के अंदर बीज रहते हैं उन बीज को घिस करके फिर वो उन गोटियों को बनाना. So we have learned that method, but now today's child doesn't, because they are getting the total ready-made. Ready-made उनके पास, they have their scorecard and all. So what, there is a deficiency in the creativity, deficiency in their logical power, कि कैसे काम हो सकता है, क्या कर सकते हैं. और इसके पीछे कारण क्या है कि only the thing is that कि we neglecting, we just say these are the status, not a status oriented. Only one phobia, it is a, we can say a disease. कोरोना से भी बहुत बड़ी बीमारी हमारे दिमाग में है, स्टेटस मेंटेन. वो स्टेटस और स्टैंडर्ड में जो हम लोगों ने बहुत कुछ खो दिया है और खो रहे हैं फॉर द न्यू जनरेशन. क्योंकि हम अगर देखें तो पानी में कूद के, अगर जो पहले हम आते थे तो पानी में कूदते हुए और वो पूरा सड़क का पानी में खेलते हुए आते थे. आज भी बच्चे जो है पानी बरसात में खेलते हैं, गीले होते हैं, वो नहीं मानते हैं. लेकिन हम क्या डिप्रेस करते हैं हम, और उसके बाद क्या है कि उसको पॉजिटिव में नहीं लेते. यही चीज आप वहां कराओ ना. आज कोई स्कूल में नहीं कहता है कि बच्चे जाओ और पानी में खेल के, नहीं होता. आप एक बार पेरेंट्स के साथ, मतलब जैसे कि अभी जैसे कि हम उनको कहते हैं कि जस्ट आप टिफिन लेके आओ और हम फैमिली डे वगैरह सब मना रहे हैं, वहां पे गैदरिंग कर रहे हैं, तो एक दिन बोलो कि आप अपने एक और कपड़े लेके आओ और थोड़ा सा उसमें सिस्टम बनाना पड़ेगा. मतलब ये है कि एक मेथड करना पड़ेगी कि जाओ वहां पानी में खूब खेल के आओ, और अब यहाँ पे बाद में फिर आप आके अपने आप को सुखा लो, या पेरेंट्स के साथ आओ. मतलब ऐसा कुछ करना पड़ेगा हमें. तो क्या होगा कि वो एक जिसको कहते हैं कि सिस्टमेटिक क्रिएटिविटी की उनको भावना आएगी कि आज हमने खेला और हमने इस चीज को प्ले किया, और इट रिक्वायर्ड सम, वी कैन से प्रोटेक्शन आल्सो एंड ऑल दिस. बट पहले आपने और हमने जो करा है विद द पेरेंट्स प्रोटेक्शन, वो उसकी एक अलग इम्पोर्टेंस थी. तो ये है. फिर नेक्स्ट इज सेंसरी प्ले. पहले हमने सेंसरी प्ले क्या करा, खेलते थे कि एक दूसरे को हाथ में पकड़ना, एक दूसरे को ऐसा हमने एक दूसरे को टच करा तो वन गेम होता था कि वो आउट हो गया है, या इस तरह के जो सेंसरी प्ले होते थे. एक होता था कि सुन कितना सकते हैं. मतलब व्हाटएवर द गेम्स वी हैव प्लेड, दे हैव द सेंस, दे हैव द, वी कैन से ए टेक्नोलॉजी, एक टेक्निक होती है, उसके पीछे बहुत सारे पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड्स छुपे होते थे. कि छुपा छाई खेली हमने कि कोई छुप गया है. वो आजकल इतना टाइम ही नहीं है, कहीं कोई गली मोहल्ले में हम किसी भी स्ट्रीट में नहीं देखते हैं कि बच्चे जो है 10 बच्चे मिलके एक दूसरे को ढूंढ रहे हो. नथिंग, ये गेम बिल्कुल चले गया है. क्रिकेट हो सकता है, द क्रिकेट में एग्जिस्ट, बट दैट टाइप ऑफ कैसे सितोलिया गायब हो गया है. एक के ऊपर एक पत्थर रख के 7 तरीके के वो बनाना और फिर बॉल से उसको मारना, और फिर जो उसको जमा रहा है और फिर बॉल को, तो दैट वो भी हमको एक बताता था कि हाउ टू मेंटेन, एक पत्थर के ऊपर पत्थर को, हाउ टू मेंटेन द टावर ऑफ दैट रॉक्स. एंड सिमिलरली इन ए जस्ट ए शॉर्ट टाइम, in a 2 minutes or 1 minute, we have to just make a 7 stones on just एक के ऊपर एक layer of that stones, and those who will just जितनी जल्दी उसको कर लेगा in a fast manner, they are the winner. So this that are the, we can say, a creative game. How to make a fast, whatever we have, whatever the stones we have, like that. Similarly, gilli danda and all means just to make a gilli and just to strike that gilli by one rod of that this wooden part. So that all are the, we can say, a senseful entertainment, we can say a math learning, a logical power that increased by such type of games. Now today nothing. So natural play, वी हैव दी नेचुरल प्ले, नदी पहाड़ इस तरीके के गेम्स हुआ करते थे कि इफ समवन इज अबव देन means whatever the ground, it means you are on the mountains, and similarly those who are in the lower there in the rivers. So the like nadi pahad type of game हुआ करता था. So what they learn कि yes, what the mountains, and similarly आज डम शराट हम खेलते हैं. डम शराट में जो हम खेलते हैं इट्स ओके, पर हमने क्या है पहले whatever the culture we have, just like in the Radha Krishna and similarly the Sanja and all whatever by these mud से हम लोग वो कुछ मूर्तियां बनाते थे और वॉल के ऊपर उसको चिपकाते थे. तो उससे क्या होता था कि they learn the different, we can say, the singing, dancing, and similarly whatever the old we have the good leaders we have, तो उन लीडर्स को प्ले करते थे. लीडर्स को प्ले करते थे तो उनमें एक भावना आती थी कि who was the शिवाजी, who was the महाराणा प्रताप, who was the रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, and similarly whatever the great person we have. तो वो उस तरीके की जब भावना एक चिल्ड्रन में आती है तो उसको समझ में आता है कि ये है. हालांकि आज भी इट इज अंडर प्रोसेस एंड वो सब उसको कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी उसमें काफी कुछ वी कैन से एक आर्टिफिशियलिटी आ गई है, क्योंकि हर चीज जल्दी एक प्रोसेस में करना है, जल्दी जल्दी करना है, कि क्योंकि रूटीन है. मतलब हमें जैसे तैसे ये सारे काम करवाने हैं और उसके बाद फिर वही पढ़ाई में आ जाना है, ये सब करना है. तो हमें कुछ ना कुछ हमारे सिस्टम में वो कैसे होगा, वो इस तरीके से ही होगा कि जब हम हर स्टूडेंट्स को, जो भी हमारे सामने वट एवर द चाइल्ड वी हैव, हमको हमारे सिस्टम को डेवलप करना होगा, हमारे टीचर्स को, प्रिंसिपल्स को, और जो गवर्निंग बॉडी उसको चला रही है उसको आउटपुट बेस्ड बनाना होगा, हमारे प्राइमरी सेक्शन को और मतलब टोटल एजुकेशनल सेक्शन को. पर अभी आज का वट एवर द टॉपिक्स दैट इज चाइल्ड डेवलपमेंट, तो प्राइमरी सेक्शन को हमें परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड बनाना होगा, नॉट ओनली द मार्किंग बेस्ड. और इसके लिए जरूरी है कि आज का जो हमारा जो स्किल बेस्ड सिस्टम जो आ गया है, तो स्किल बेस्ड सिस्टम्स के थ्रू हमें उसको आगे बढ़ाना, हर एक वट एवर द क्रिएटिविटी दे है, तो ऑटोमेटिक वी विल गेट. और अब हो ही रहा है, बिकॉज आज हमारे समय, आपके समय ये था कि ओनली मार्किंग और पढ़ाई और इस सब से ही आगे जो है अर्निंग के सोर्सेस एंड ऑल, जो हम वट एवर द मटेरियलिस्टिक नेचर वी वांट, और जो भी हमें कैरियर बनाना है. नाउ द सिनेरियो इज चेंज. नाउ सिनेरियो कैसा है कि सिर्फ पढ़ने से पैसा नहीं आएगा. अब the future can make only by your skills, by your talent, by your creativity. Or now again we have regained our whatever lost in this 100 years. इस 100 साल में हमने जो कुछ खोया है कि इससे बाबू बनना है या अफसर बनना है, उससे अब काम नहीं चलना है. अब अफसर भी बनना है तो आपको झाड़ू उठाना पड़ेगी और अपने जो है ऑफिस को साफ करना पड़ेगा. तो वो टाइम वापस आ गया है कि काम, योर क्रिएटिविटी, योर स्किल, और वही चीज जो आज हमने जो टॉपिक लिया है, इट विल अगेन regain our whatever the leadership qualities in whatever the small children can have.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. This is what I wanted to hear from you. कि हम जो seven stones वाले वो जो games खेलते थे, उसमें कितनी learning है. That is a kind of kinesthetic learning. Kinesthetic मतलब जहाँ बच्चों के physical body को मजबूत बना रहे हैं. आज वो मिसिंग है. आज बच्चों को घर के अंदर बंद करके रखा है, मोबाइल दे दिया, टीवी दे दिया, उससे बच्चों की मेंटल हेल्थ पे इफेक्ट हो रहा है आज. और इतनी ज्यादा मेंटल हेल्थ पे इफेक्ट हो रहा है that they have started taking a small child of 3-year-old to a counselor. So why this is happening? At the tender age of 3 years, the parents are not able to give the activities to the children. बाहर लेके जाइए, उन्हें खुली हवा में लेके जाइए, उनको वॉक पे लेके जाइए, बाहर के आउटडोर गेम्स खेलिए. There is so much of brain development activities. बच्चा अपने आप को एक्सप्लोर कर सकता है, देख सकता है कि और सवाल पूछ सकता है अपने पेरेंट्स से, जो हमारे जमाने में था, आज नहीं है. So that is what blended learning is. We need to incorporate this kind of a learning in the system, and NEP skills इसी को कहते हैं blending of the old age learning in the new learning system. We are progressing 10 years advanced, but पुराना नहीं भूल रहे हैं, पुराने को blend कीजिए आगे. How you can blend? उससे educators को हमें कैसे भी करके एडुकेट करना पड़ेगा राइट इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करने से. So जब तक implementation नहीं होगा, with people like you to come on the platform, share your knowledge or expertise, we will not be able to do it. So thank you so much, sir. Deep gratitude from my side. Thank you. And I think RP Dwivedi sir is there or not there. We will take an end for the session today. That is, I would like to call Purnima ma'am for your one wonderful advice to all the educators out there for real life skills, brain development. Welcome, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as you told that for the like real life skills we can implement in the classrooms, like as sir told that we can ask them to do some activities related to the real life, like sending them for the shop to bring the things and all. Really, they can learn from the very early age, and which is very important and helpful for their future also. So that is one of the like real life activity, as well as the example for the students, which we can tell them. And many of the different, like I told that real life examples we can give them to face the difficult situations. If they, unfortunately, if they get in any of the difficult situation, they should be able to handle it. So always try to give more and more real life examples to them. And if we were talking about any of the famous personality, first talk about their beginning, so that the student should not think that he is a famous personality, means he is born and brought up in a famous family or a famous thing. That's why we have to always tell them that how they brought up, like they are from what family. Like if we are talking about ABJ Abdul Kalam, he was from a very poor family. He is not famous since the childhood. So how he has done, how the hard work is done by him, so he has become a famous personality. So always we have to explain them from the initial of that particular personality till the famous personality he became. So they should understand the whole life history of that particular, like they should not think that are wo to bade ghar se hai, that's why he has become a big personality. We are from a middle class family, we can't do that. So this thinking should be not there in the students, ma'am. So we have to always tell about
that. Yeah, that is why we say बच्चों को इतना चैलेंजिंग जॉब दो कि वो डीप डाउन अंदर जाके लेके आए, वो एक्सट्रैक्ट करे इंफॉर्मेशन, बिकॉज बिहाइंड एवरी सक्सेसफुल पर्सन देयर इज ऑलवेज अ स्टोरी हिडन. यूं ही नहीं कोई सिल्वर स्पून से बॉर्न हुआ है, उसे सिल्वर स्पून बड़ी मुश्किल से मिली है. वो सिल्वर स्पून की जर्नी कैसे रही है उसकी, लेट अस टेल द चिल्ड्रन अबाउट द हार्डशिप, द स्ट्रगल्स, हाउ दे ओवरकेम. Let them present themselves in that way. Skits kare, role play kare, drama kare, and that is how you can make children more stronger, smarter to adapt to the life's challenges. Thank you so much, ma'am. Wonderful. Vijay Kumar sir, last and round of advice for educators. सबके लिए एक मजबूत एडवाइस.
मजबूत एडवाइस सबके लिए यही है कि नेचुरल, फॉलो द नेचुरलिज्म, don't to follow the artificialism, because जितना आप नेचुरल रहेंगे, अब कोरोना ने भी सिखा दिया है now कि we should maintain our natural life. Don't again come to the artificial, just like we can say a life which doesn't have a sense, which doesn't have the oxygen, which doesn't have the happiness, and also we can say the main is the sustain. The life should be sustainable, and life only sustainable when we follow a naturalism. तो जो हमारा बचपन हमारा जैसा गया है, मतलब वो अब हमारे ऊपर ज्यादा है, बिकॉज ओल्ड पर्सन्स अबव 60 उन्होंने तो खैर देखा ही है, लेकिन जो बीच में हमारा एक समय था, अब उस समय को वापस न लाया जाए. वापस से हमें नेचुरलिज्म की ओर रहना चाहिए. एक स्टैंडर्ड और स्टेटस का जो ये एक बीमारी है, इसको दिमाग से हटा देना चाहिए. और जितना आपने बचपन में खेला है, ये मतलब हम जैसे लोगों के ऊपर ज्यादा जिम्मेदारी है, क्योंकि हम उस चीज को जानते हैं. उसके बाद की जो जनरेशन आई है, वो तो हाथों में किस तरीके से आई है, जिनको हमने सिर्फ चम्मच से, सोने की चम्मच से उनको दिया है खाना पीना, वो ये सब नहीं समझेंगे. और उनको हम टर्न ओवर कर सकते हैं, हम उनको टर्न अप कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर हाफ ऑफ आवर एज. वो अभी 20-21 साल के हैं, वो टर्न अप हो जाएंगे, उनको थोड़ा सा भी हम कष्ट देंगे तो, एंड दे कैन अडॉप्ट. बट अगर हमने उनको अभी नहीं देखा तो वो लोग डिस्टर्ब रहेंगे और हमसे ज्यादा परेशान रहेंगे. तो फॉर ऑल आई कैन से कि जस्ट फॉलो द नेचुरलिज्म एंड वॉट एवर वी हैव दी इन अवर चाइल्ड एज, उस चाइल्ड एज में जो सिस्टम था उस सिस्टम को वैसा का वैसे लेके आए विद इनोवेटिव तरीके से, तो हम बहुत अच्छी जिंदगी, बहुत अच्छे फ्यूचर को आगे ला सकते.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I totally agree with you on this point कि आज कहीं ना कहीं हम नेचुरलिज्म खो चुके थे. एवरीवन, बच्चों को मटेरियलिस्टिक डिजायर्स देने में, बच्चों को गैजेट्स देने में, लैविश मोबाइल देने में और बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें देने की भागदौड़ में हमारा पुराना कल्चर कहीं ना कहीं खो गया था. सो कोविड ने आके सबके लाइफ में एक ऐसा जोर, what you call as bombardment, it has given to each and every one, has shaken up everyone. Get up, come on, stand up. We were sleeping, you were dormant. You have to get up and start implementing. क्योंकि 1968 में मुझे याद है NEP पॉलिसी थी, बीच में NEP पॉलिसी खो गई थी. So rather than I will call it NEP policy, let us convert this NEP policy into natural education program now, blending the old with the new, so that children after 20 years are capable enough to what we are capable now. क्या पता 20 साल बाद बच्चे वो तैयार होंगे कि नहीं आज जैसे सिचुएशन को हैंडल करने के लिए. अगर आज हम नहीं पकड़ेंगे उनको, दे वोंट बी एबल टू हैंडल अ टफ सिचुएशन इन केस कभी आती है लाइफ में. तो उनको मजबूत बनाना है, उनको मेंटली स्ट्रांग बनाना है. एंड थैंक यू सो मच एंड शेयर दिस सेशन एज मच एज यू कैन. जितना फैलेगा उतना अच्छा है. एंड inviting Edgar sir for the review of the session, sir. It was a great learning from both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
Sonal
I think
madam.
Irene ma'am is not there. Otherwise, I would have called her. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sonal madam, and all the resource person, also the technical team of this IDYM, and our Sheikh sir. Today's resource persons have explained very nicely about the child development care and goals. Most the dimensions they have covered very perfectly. No need to give support, but its summary is that child care is different at different ages of the child. From first year of his age or her age, he start to observe surrounding. At that time, what we give to him or her, he will accept and learn from us. So when we organize few functions, any social gathering or any social issues or any program in our home or in surrounding, if we keep him or his to with her, with us, he will observe all things, what parents are doing, how they are worshipping, how they are meeting to others. Every activity he or she will observe from us. In school also, when teacher encourages or organizes few programs for his or for her, then he will try to learn from other things and he try to express himself also. In high school level also, there are so much competitions where students can actively participate for the child development. In college level also, we run more activities as per their age. So all these situations and all these age groups supports to grasp from the society. And if you see the story of the successful person, it gets built from the childhood. The culture, what he or she get from the childhood, and how he explained or how he grasped from that is more dependent on. If you see some examples of the society where there are some wrong things by some students or some young students, if we see the total story of that student, he is not wrong from the basic or from childhood, but after that the surrounding what he get from his friend circle or anything wrong way, that he gets turned his life or her life. So that child care development in the NEP 2020 is very useful, and we have to support that student or that child to progress him or her in his life with a moral and with a high prestigious life in his life. Thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity to explain something.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for wisdom learning, wisdom knowledge. And before I take forward this session to an end, I would like to say the learning never stops. We are always hungry to learn more from the people of the olden years. Old is always gold, as we say. सोना कभी पुराना नहीं होता, सोना हमेशा एक इन्वेस्टमेंट होती है. So treasure that old learning. That is the wonderful golden era of amazing learning. So before ending, I would like to say, I always tell teachers, you can change people. You have that in you. You can change people knowingly and unknowingly. You can do so much to make children confident and boost their self-esteem. The power is you. You yourself are the power. Unleash the power inside you. Give it to your children. And let us take forward this session for another amazing session number 24 tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.